So 15 games in, who is someone that has stood out to you in the NBA as, hey, maybe this guy can make his first All-Star game?
There's been a few guys. I'm going to say that for me, most of them are in the East. The West is so deep with talent, and you're going to have to just Damian Lillard gets a spot, LeBron James gets a spot, Anthony Davis gets a spot. Like, you can just go down the list in the West with all these players. There's just not a lot of open spots if guys are healthy. The East, there's a little more of an opportunity. I'll tell you, Malcolm Brogdon gets overlooked way too much. You're going to have to put somebody. The Pacers are good.
The Pacers are good. Thank you. Shout out to Indiana, my second home. I love Indiana.
22.7 points a game. He's kind of carrying their offense right now, especially with Oladipo out, and obviously, Karis LeVert will come back healthy, knock on wood, after the surgery, but he's not there now. That just puts more on Brogdon. So I think about him. I think about the other guy, Julius Randle. Man, Julius Randle. They're counting stats. They're not winning. Julius Randle's putting up numbers and doing really well. A 20-10 guy already so far this season in New York. It's going to be hard to leave him off the team with the way he's playing. So there's a few guys in the East, I think, that can get there. Who do you see?
I see Jalen Brown from Boston. To me, he narrowly missed the All-Star selection last year, and he was playing at a very high level last year. What he did in the bubble for that Boston Celtics team, and then also this year without Jason Tatum, there was a stretch of games where he just said, "Okay, fine, I'll be the guy." And he has shown his offensive firepower, because we knew Jalen was a great defensive player. There was no question about his defensive capabilities. And offensively, you're playing with Jason Tatum, so you don't really have to be a 40-point game kind of guy. Jason is one of the most cold-blooded dudes in the NBA. But I think this season has been a phenomenal leap forward for Jalen Brown, because he said, okay, not only can I play defense with the best of them, I can guard your best player, but I can also give you 28, 25, 30, 40 points if I need to. I can shoot from three-point land. He's one of the best three-point shooters that I've seen, this season. And he can get it done at basically all three levels of the paint, all three levels of the floor, from around the rim to mid-game to three-pointer. I really like his game, and I think it's deserving of an all-star selection. Yeah,
to me, he's got to be on there, right? Like, he's probably been arguably the best Celtic this season, right? He might be playing better than Jalen so far this season. It's a conversation. He's playing that well, so I think you've got to put him there.
Go ahead. I say I love your idea with Julius Randle. He has, even though the Knicks, once again, they're not great, but taking them from what they were to what they are, and he is taking a huge step forward as a player this season, just individually.
Yeah. One more guy I'd keep an eye on. I think he kind of deserves a mention. I'm not sure if he's going to make it, is Jeremy Grant out in Detroit, putting up 24.7 points a game. Look, there are a lot of people, when they signed him to like 3 years, $60 million, there were a lot of pundits, and I don't want to name any names, but certain people thought that was way too much to pay him, and that this was a mistake. He's lived up to it. He has been absolutely fantastic night in and night out, and carrying their offense in a way I didn't expect. I don't know if there's going to be a roster spot for him, especially how much the Pistons are struggling this year, but he's lived up to it. He's been everything that they hoped for in giving him that contract.
Yeah, and in the NBA, it's funny, right? It's like how you have one guy who's a role player on a team, and all he needs is an opportunity to be a starter, and he can put up 24 and 7.
Yeah,
you just need the opportunity. So really, shout out to Jeremy Grant and what he's doing. I went to school with his brother at Notre Dame, so it's
right.
I always love that Notre Dame connection.